Hello, boys and girls. We are now on Chapter 10, Lesson 2, Classify Triangles. Okay? Classify means to just name them in a certain category. So we are going to classify these triangles by their angles. Okay? And you know there are three angle types, right? There are acute angles, obtuse angles, and right angles. All right? And I bet in your class today you did a lot of exploration with triangles with these types of angles in them. All right? So you probably know that acute triangles have all acute angles. Obtuse triangles only have one obtuse angle in it. And right triangles only have one right angle in them. Okay? All right, let's look at triangle 3. So number 3, we have to classify it by writing acute, right, or obtuse, our three choices. So when I look at triangle 3, I'm going to look at the three angles. Okay? So sometimes I take an index card or the corner of my paper because I know that those things are right angles on those corners. Okay? And I compare them to the corners on a triangle. So if I looked at this angle and this angle and this angle, I would notice that none of them, I'll do like a little dotted line where a right angle would maybe be. None of them are right angles, and none of them are greater than right angles. Those are three acute angles. So triangle 3 is an acute triangle. All acute angles make an acute triangle. So now let's check the triangle here at number 4. Look at that angle, and that angle, and that angle. All right, looking at this one, angle L, that looks like an acute angle, doesn't it? That looks like it's a less than 90-degree angle. Angle N, yeah, that one looks like it's also less than 90 degrees. Okay, now look at angle M. I'm actually tipping my head to the side, and I'm trying to decide, is that a right angle or is it greater than a right angle? So if you have a sheet of paper, an index card, line up one side right there, put the corner on the corner, and your paper probably will come right up there. And that would be a right angle. What's this part? That part makes it greater than a right angle. Okay, I'm going to trace that again in yellow. So this angle in our triangle is greater than that blue angle, which was a right angle. Okay, that was supposed to be a little notch. Doot, doot. So since this triangle has one obtuse angle, we classify it as an obtuse triangle. Awesome job. Let's keep going. All right, this is number 6, boys and girls. It says, use figure ABCD below. Draw a line segment from point A to point C. Name and classify the triangles formed. Okay, so we have to draw right on this figure. Draw a line segment from A to C. So A to C. All right. Now it says name and classify the triangles formed. Oh, so we have to do two things, name and classify. All right. So triangle, let's do this one first. ADC. Triangle ADC, right? is, well, our choices are, remember, acute, obtuse, or right. So let's take a look at the angles. There's an angle, there's an angle, there's an angle. Okay, angle A. Now remember, don't look at this part when you're looking at angle A. That's part of the other triangle. So angle A right there, that's less than 90 degrees, I think. Hold your paper up to that and check it, boys and girls. Hold the corner of your paper. So line up an edge right there and hold it up, okay? And now D, yeah, if the line went there, it would be right. So that's also acute. And then C, oh, I can tell definitely C is an angle that's less than 90 degrees. So I have 3 acute angles. So angle ADC is an acute triangle. Okay? I mean triangle ADC, not angle. All right, now let's look at triangle, the other one that we made, ABC. So triangle ABC is, well, didn't we make the exact same triangle, boys and girls? I think we did, because that's a parallelogram. So if I picked one triangle up and I rotated it, I think I could lay it right on top of the other triangle, and then it would be congruent, same shape and size, right? So let's just check them though. Let's look at these angles. Angles ABC. So I'm looking at angle A over here, definitely acute. Angle B, that would be right, so that's definitely acute. And then angle C, well, that one's pretty close. Again, I'd put my paper on there, but pretty sure it's also acute. So we made 2 acute triangles because both of those triangles are made of 3 acute angles. All right, we are on the back lesson check. It says, Joan was asked to draw a right triangle. How many right angles are in a right triangle? Well, why don't we draw one? You might already know, but I'm going to draw one anyway, because you know I like to write stuff. Boop. There's my right angle. Okay, so let's check. There's our one right angle for sure. Is that a right angle? No, definitely not. Is that a right? No, definitely not. We talked about this on the very first slide. A right triangle can only have one right angle. Watch me. Watch. I'm going to try and make a 3-sided figure. Right, that's a triangle with all right angles. So there. And now here's my third side. There's another right angle. Is that a triangle? It's not. It has 3 sides though, but it's open. So we can only make a right triangle using one right angle. Nice job. Okay, now we're already on the review. This is chapter 5, lesson 4. All right, let's see here. Sam counted out loud by 6s. Jorge counted out loud by 8s. What are the first 3 numbers both students said? Ooh, do you remember this, boys and girls? These are our friends called common. Remember, you have things in common, they're the same. And when you count by 6s or by 8s, those are, say it before I finish it. Did you say it? I think I heard you. Common multiples. Yes, we're looking for the first 3 common multiples. Okay, so I'm just going to write my multiples of 6. 6, 12, 18, right? You guys are probably really good at your 6s by now. You've done so much. 42, 48. Well, I guess I'll stop there since I've run out of room. All right, now I'll do my 8s down low in case I need more room for my 6s. 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, 56. All right, I'm going to stop. All right, we are looking for multiple. Well, let's look at our choices. Choice A. The first number choice A is 8. Do they have 8 in common? No, they do not have 8 in common. This one goes from 6 to 12, so no. How about 14 is the first one in choice B? Well, neither one of them even have 14, right? That goes from 8 to 16, 12. Okay. You don't even have 14 at all in either one. Okay, let's look at C. 24. All right, let's see if they have. Oh, look at this, guys. 24, 24. What's the next one? 48. Well, that's where I stopped on my 6s. 48. And then 72. Well, before we check for 72, let's look at choice D. It says, what are the first 3 numbers both students said? Both students said. Is 48 the first number they both said? No. The first number they both said is 24. The second number they both said is 48. So we can eliminate choice D also. So you already know the answer has to be C, but just for fun, because you know that's what we do, we are going to finish our multiples here, okay? So 48, 54, 6 more, 60, 66, 78, 72. There it is. Okay, so it's good for that one. So 56. Now we're going by 8s here. 56 and 8 more is what, guys? Yeah, 64, because that's 8 times 8, right? 64, and then 8 more. Look at that. So C is correct. But guys, you know what? In multiple choice, I love to look at the answers and eliminate ones I know are wrong. Sometimes it saves you a little work, doesn't it? And there's nothing wrong with that. That's called a strategy. That's smart. All right, guys. I hope you have a great night, and I'll see you in the next lesson.